What have you seen from your three guys so far this spring? Any improvement?
Yeah, they've really improved. The fourth guy too, Daniel's really improved. They're growing up. They're getting more mature. They understand more the details of what we're doing, and that's always the key. The detail, not so much what we're doing, but why we're doing it. If they understand why we're doing it, then they understand what their role is in that particular play, how it becomes more important. Conceptually, being able to do more things with those guys. And so they've improved from a lot of aspects.
Since they've all been around for a little bit, do you have to maybe to push pass blocking as much because they already know to do it? And it's nothing you have to teach anymore?
No, absolutely. That's the second most important job they have. The most important job they have is protect the football. The second most important job is to protect the quarterback. So that's protecting the quarterback is always a premium in our world.
But are they getting it more because they've been around longer?
Well, they're getting better at it, and they understand more where it's coming from, and all the little things with it, angles, and what pass moves a certain guy has, and all those things. It's a lot of nuances when it comes to pass protection. The angles, getting away from the quarterback, and knowing when to use what technique. There's a technique for each rushing style, so understanding all those things is pretty important.
Frank talked about the importance of the run game. You'll be more prominent this year and how he wants to make that. What kind of challenge does that put on you to kind of work with your guys, or does it put a new challenge on you to maybe switch up anything in how you coach, or say this is what we have to do?
No, we always coach. Every play is important, whether it's a run or pass. And so, we ran the ball pretty effectively last year. We just didn't run it a lot. I think we'll call more runs this year, and the same emphasis will be put on it as it was last year.
So do you get excited when you see the playbook for the first time? When Frank comes in, you see, or not maybe the playbook, but just first offensive meeting, if that tone is set, the run ups be more important.
Sure do. And I worked with Frank before in North Carolina back in a few years back, so I knew it would be based more on the run. So obviously that makes me excited. But there again, we're a little better suited to run the ball this year compared to last year. Last year we had a Heisman Trophy candidate and a Biletnikoff winner. Now we know we got a Biletnikoff winner. As the quarterback develops, the better we can run the ball. It takes a little bit of heat off.
How important is this spring for your guys and maybe everyone on offense? Because there is a learning curve with a whole new offense, and I think Patrick said it's double.
The amount of the volume we have is unbelievable. The guys have done a really good job learning. They don't know it all. They made mistakes today, but they got a pretty good handle on all of it. And again, we won't take all of that into a game, but it's important to get it on video this spring, so we can teach off of it this summer. So there's a lot. That's a heap.
How important maybe it isn't just in college football in general to have more of an offense, a bigger playbook?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's you have a big toolbox, and then you can retrofit your game plan to what you're seeing. Based on coverages and fronts and who this guy is. Being able to get out of a bad play, the procedures, all that is critical. Sometimes you call a play and it's not a good play based on what you get. Now we've got a little bit more. We've got a little bit better blueprint of how to get out of bad situations.
What have you seen from Daniel Carter this spring? Maybe you didn't see before.
Daniel's made a huge improvement. The challenge for Daniel was playing big. He's a big guy, but he had embraced being a finesse guy, and so we challenged him to play big, take on some more roles, and he's done a fantastic job. Daniel's probably the smartest guy in the room, so he can handle more, and he's played heavy, which has been pleasing to see. He's developed pretty good.
On special teams, how's Sam taken to punt in here?
Doing well. I meant, he's got good ball skills. When Kurt came here, he didn't have very good ball skills. And He thinks he can make any kick. We can ask him to do a lot of things. We didn't ask Kirk to do a lot of things. That's no discredit to Kirk. You know, any position you get, you ask them to do things that they think they can do and they're confident they can do. And this kid can do a lot of things.
And then place kicking. Do you see it as a competition with Ben and Sam still, or after the season Sam had last year? How those two, I guess, progressed?
Everything is competition. Quarterback, running back, tight ends. Those guys up until Saturday, they had made 29 consecutive kicks, which was good to see. And that's also with a new holder and a new snapper. They hit a bump in the road Saturday. They didn't kick well Saturday, but some teams don't have one kicker that's good enough. We got two that are good enough.
Who's been holding it for you guys?
Cam Gasson.
Gotcha.
Right. Kirk held last year.